What's up, YouTube? I think this is going to be a special video that I got for you guys today. I want to give you guys some words of wisdom for particularly red pill men, because red pill men are already woke. Okay, you can't be red pilled if you're not woke. The definition of the red pill is taking the truth. That's what it is. You know, in the movie The Matrix, you had the choice between the red pill and the blue pill. And the red pill was to, as we all know, get out of the matrix and into the truth, into the real world, right? The real world, not the blue pill world, not the fake steak, not the, we know what the blue pill is, right? So, you guys are already woke, in my opinion, to various degrees, right? And I believe the world is waking up. I believe many men are waking up. We're really becoming free. We're really becoming independent. With that, comes, the responsibility of and the challenges of navigating through this world. And that's when we really become mature, right? Many people think that, once you get a job, once you get a house, and then you're living your life, and that's maturity. No. Real maturity is when you wake up and you see things for what they really are. You see that most people are living a paycheck away from poverty, right? Most people are, totally reliant on a money system that could go under at any time. I mean, we got a pandemic going right now. And question is, how are our stock markets going to do, right? How are people going to survive if they lose their jobs, right? Under Trump, before late February, March, when the virus hit, the unemployment rates were about 4% in the USA. The lowest it's been probably for 4 or 5 decades, I'm not sure. Record low, right? So Trump's got to be doing some good, okay? Even though, I got my opinions about him, as do we all. 4%. But guess what? Now we got a virus. Now we got a pandemic. Guess what? Unemployment rates are going to shoot up to 30%. Okay? That's the projected rate of increase in unemployment. So you could trust your job. You could trust your mortgage. You could trust the system. But all it takes is a little bit of a pandemic. Lose your job, lose your house, lose your wife, right? Where's your security then? You need wisdom. You need real independence, real freedom, the ability to really think for yourself, to really be mature. Not just, I got a nice house, I got a mortgage, everything's good. Well, what if you lose it? Then what? Then what do you got? Guarantee your woman ain't going to stay with you. Guarantee it. So, do you really have love? Do you really have security? Do you really have all these things? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, if that's how easy it is to lose it. If it can evaporate, if it can be gone in 60 seconds, right? Then how secure really is it? How mature are you really? How safe are you really? You see? So we need wisdom. We need wisdom as red pill men. We've already taken the red pill. We've already taken the truth. Question is, what do we do now? Okay, maybe some of these people got lucky. maybe some of these secure houses and these nice cars and these nice this and that. Maybe some of these people got lucky. Got a nice job, figured out their finances, worked it out, went to the bank, got a mortgage, found a nice home. Bing, bang, boom, they're doing all right. But what if you don't find a good wife? What if your wife leaves you? What if you get screwed over? What if you lose this? What if that, right? So there's a lot of people who are living life on survival mode, and they don't even realize it. They're in survival mode. They're in, they're not in abundance. They're in scarcity. They're in a scarcity mindset. And you don't necessarily have to have money to have abundance. You just got to be wise. Okay? You just got to stay on point. You just got to be smart. Be smarter than the average Joe who's like, oh, I'm so worried about my money and I got to go work. I'm so frazzled. Right? Okay. Not to say we don't need a place to live. Not to say we don't need food on the table. Not to say that it's not nice to have a nice little home. It's not good to, I'm not saying it's not good to feel comfortable in your home. It is. It's great. It's good to have job security. It's good to have a 401k. That's nice because that's the system that we live in. But understand that this system is not fundamentally for you necessarily. The system is for itself. And the system is for the leaders. And the system is for those it benefits. Okay, if it benefits you, then the system is for you in a sense. But the system can also be against you, particularly as a man. Now, I almost never bring up race, but my black listeners, my brothers, right? The brothers know that the system can be very fickle. The system can be prejudiced. The system can be not for you very easily. Okay, if you don't fit into the system. And there's weakness out there. And just because you don't see it every day doesn't mean it's not there. There's animosity out there. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. We see it in our dealings as men, particularly single men, particularly woke red pill men who have standards, who haven't bought into the blue pill, who haven't, been raised under a single mother beta mindset type mentality. And we may have been ones who the system didn't benefit. We may have been those who slipped through the cracks of the system. School didn't work out. College didn't work out. We didn't get blessed in the gene pool. People didn't like us. We might not have had a lot of friends. Might have had a lot of negative experiences with girls, etc., etc. We might know better than anyone that the system can be very against us. The system can be very against men. Right. So what does that mean? It means we got to fortify. It means we got to uplift ourselves. It's not to say we shouldn't work. It's not to say we shouldn't have a quality life, a quality house. Not to say maybe we shouldn't even have a significant other. Okay? But understand, we're navigating through a system that is not for us. We're navigating through a system that is, evil in its foundation. We're navigating through a system that uplifts feminism, that uplifts the evil liberal agenda, that lies. And hate to bring up Trump again, but I was watching one of his videos the other day, and I saw some for real fake news. I saw a fake news story for the first time. I always hear Trump talking about it, and I don't know, what the hell is this guy talking about? And mostly it's because I don't follow the news. But when you realize that the news and the media and these mainstream media outlets, however they may be, whatever they may be, whether it's online websites, or whether it's newspapers, or whether it's television, media outlets, news outlets, etc. There's a narrative that these people are fitting. There's a narrative that these people are pushing. Okay? And I got a little glimpse of what really is fake news, what really was fake news. And I saw it for the first time ever, really. I don't pay attention to it. I don't watch news. Because it's so depressing, and I don't care who voted for who and this, that, and the third. I don't vote because I don't trust the system. System doesn't help me, right? If I had something invested in the system, I might, but I don't. I'm outside of the matrix, physically, not just spiritually and mentally. And I'm not saying we need to leave the matrix fully. I'm not saying that we need to quit our jobs and go out into the woods. And no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying spiritually and mentally and emotionally, we need to be able to exist outside of the system, outside of the matrix. But I know it's a lie. It's an evil system. There's truth. There's some truth. Things happen. We hear about it. We report it. Or, the news reports it and we read it. But I saw how they mismanaged his words and how they cut the tape. And they used it to form a narrative against him. And for the first time ever, I said, that's fake news. There is fake news. Now, I'm not saying Trump's a great guy. I don't know. I guess, 4% unemployment rate's real good. I guess that's definitely a good thing. But, we have opposition, spiritual opposition, emotional opposition. Now, whether or not women are fundamentally, in essence, against us, or if they're just being steered in the direction to be against us, you see, that's a question. That's a good question. What are the forces that are shaping our world behind the scenes, on a spiritual level, on an emotional level? Right? Who's doing this? Who's manipulating the news? Who's manipulating the college systems to preach hate against men, to dethrone Christian values, traditional values, to dethrone the nuclear family, to rage against men as the evil patriarchy, the oppressors, right? Who's doing that? Someone is doing that. Some conglomerate entity is doing that. I believe it's evil. And I believe there are people who are maliciously meaning to do that. Maliciously, maligning our spiritual consciousness. Maliciously, purposely maligning our energy on multiple levels. Brainwashing. Starts when you're a kid. You watch TV and there's television shows, right? That have evil concepts, pushing sex, right? Commercials that advertise for junk food that's going to give us depression, sugar cereals that have no nutritional value but a little bit of added vitamins, full of dyes and colors that are known to cause cancer, known to break the body down on a cellular level. These people know what they're doing. It's not a coincidence. They have it all studied. This virus, they've got it all studied. They know what they're doing. They have labs and they're testing and they know. This isn't from no bat. This isn't. You think the Chinese haven't been eating bats for centuries, and how come they haven't gotten it? Oh, it's a new thing. It's a rare form. Well, you got to understand that the coronavirus has actually been around for a long time, and it's just mutated. Like, fuck out of here. They created this just like they created AIDS. Why wasn't AIDS known of before the 1980s? Because it was fucking manufactured in a lab. They know what they're doing. These people are evil. These people are fundamentally, purposely, eugenics, whatever you want to call it. Okay? It's happening. And we're partaking of it. We could live to 150. But all the crap we eat, all the pollution and the poison, you think they can't go electric? Of course they can go electric. There's no money in it. Sustainable energy. It's from the earth. Oil's a business. It's a zillion-dollar business every year. These people are sucking our blood. We're part of the system, you see. And like I said, doesn't mean we leave it totally. But be smart and be wise and know this is what's going on. Is it all women? Female nature is kind of fucked up. But there are things that exasperate female nature, that exasperate the evil within women. How can we educate the women without fighting with them? How can we, spread the wholesome red pill truths in order to heal the earth? How can we do that? You see? Be smarter than the system. Well, and I'm not saying I'm great at it, but I speak the truth. I'm not saying I don't have anger and I do it. I'm not saying I do it, in a great way, but I share the truth. That's a start. Whatever you got to do, man, to open your mind and open your heart to real reality. Whatever you got to do there. So this is what I would say. That there are people who really are, trying to put you down. I believe there's an energy there that humans tap into. And I believe there's godly energies, and I believe that there's positive energies. And I believe many people don't, because of scarcity, because of fear, because of poverty, because of anger and hurt and pain and all those things that are out in the world. People will give themselves over to scarcity. People will give themselves over to the negativity. And I admit, for me and my part, it's hard. Maybe my negativity is a righteous indignance, okay? But there's people who are unrighteously conniving and scheming, and we're going to see it more now that there's a real trouble. Now that real troubles are brewing. When things are in scarcity mode, it either brings out the best in people or it brings out the worst in people. Depends on who you are. Depends on your foundation. Depends on your upbringing. Depends on your energy and what energies you give yourself over to. You see? We know the truths in the red pill community. We know these truths. So what do we do with them? How do we profit? How do we prosper? Right? Well, we got to be independent. We got to be, we got to be smart and wise and intelligent. We got to learn how to take care of ourselves. We got to learn how to enjoy life, how to be single and be happy being single. Not an easy thing to do. Particularly in this environment where men are targeted just for being men. People hate us just because we're male. They hate us. They don't want to see us succeed and prosper. And even to those men who are strong males, to those men who are proud males, to those men who are alpha, to those men who are strong and know what really it is to be alpha, not cocky, not narcissistic, not a braggart, not a fake alpha, not just an asshole, but a real alpha, where you really care about people, and you really are strong, and you don't take shit, and you don't tread on me type of alpha shit. Okay? Right? There's a war against men like that. These people, and I mean males as well, they're jealous of you. They don't like you. Particularly if you're traditional. Particularly if you have traditional values. and you live by the truth. And you're not a liar, and you're not a conniver, and you're not scheming, and because it's hard not to be that way in life. Maybe if I just scheme and do this and do that, right? If I just sell my friend out, cheat on my girl, do this, do that, be in competition with this guy. Nah, man, we're in this together. We're all men. I want you to succeed. I hope you want me to succeed. I want to see you happy. I hope you want to see me happy. I hope you're safe and you prosper and you have peace in your life. I hope you're taken care of. I hope that you get, you hope your dreams come true, man. That's positive alpha shit. Alpha shit isn't, oh yeah, I took your girl, I took your money. I hope you fail. And it's like, nah, man, we're in abundance. There's an abundance of stuff out there, resources, places that we can go and see and enjoy. And the earth is vast and great, and God is great, and his grace is unlimited. And his essence is something we can tap into. We don't have to be in this lowly earthly energy, this scarcity mindset. We don't have to be that way. We can tap into these lower frequencies, or we can tap into the higher frequencies. However we choose. We got 24 hours in a day. What we do with our life, is our choice. How we choose to think, our attitude. We choose our attitude every single day. Our latitude is determined by our attitude. So let's have positive attitudes. We're kings, And these people want to treat us like we're paupers. These liberals and these feminists and this fake news media. They want to treat us like we're cattle, like we're just brainless consumers, and that's all we're good for. Selling us their garbage, selling us their bullshit food with chemicals in it, putting fluoride and chlorine in our water systems so that we'll be effeminate, so that poor people will die earlier, spraying stuff over our earth. killing the earth with their greed. You don't need $10 billion. You need enough to put food on your table every day. You need enough to have a roof over your head. And you need enough to have decent clothes. And you need enough to have a car. And you need enough in order to be able to go do stuff. That's it. That's all we need. We don't need yachts. These people who we all look up to. Oh, I love Shaquille O'Neal. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. And they're chilling on a yacht. And these people can't even keep a marriage together. And yet we respect them like they're somehow our leaders, just because they can put a basketball through a hoop, just because they can cry on cue. It's a joke, man. It's a damn joke. The world is a lie. I like that 90s band, System of a Down. That's what the world is. It's a system of the down. Everything's going down. Down, down, down. And we, as red pill men, we need to float. We need to survive. We need to swim against the current. And we need to find a companion who will support that. And we need peace of mind. And we need health of our body. And we need spiritual health. And we need emotional health. And we need mental health. We need to be healthy on every level. Sexually healthy. Have healthy friendships, healthy relationships with other people. Okay? This is how we can beat the down, the system of the down. That's how we can beat it. That's how we can overcome this system that I would call a beast system. This evil, satanic system that we're in. With this satanic chaos everywhere. It's so easy to slip into. So easy to be influenced by. How easily it is for us to fall into it. In various different ways. So, this is what we need to do. This is where we need to focus our life. And hopefully we can find the right companion who's not tainted by this evil feminism, who's not corrupted by this evil society, who's healthy inwardly and outwardly and spiritually, like we're healthy, like we need to strive to be healthy to whatever capacity we have. That is how we can be winners in this system. Whether we're just simply red-pilled or we really have gone our own way as men. That's how we can overcome this system. Men going their own way in a positive way on every level. With even I would say with love in our heart. Cultivate love however you can. If you can't love people, if they're too grungy, if they're too evil, then love an animal, right? Or love a hobby, love something, right? That's what I would say to you, man. I appreciate you listening. It's been Jay Lee with another Northwest podcast. Hope you all stay safe, stay sanitized, keep your health, keep your immune system healthy, eat the right foods, think the right thoughts, be around the right energies, Appreciate you listening. Peace.